Watching the Leviathan, and welcome to Battlefield Middle Earth 2. Now, this game, if you know anything about it, it's been out for years. This is my game I played. Like the first games I played was the first Battlefield Middle Earth. Well, one of the first games I played for the computer, not first game I ever played. But number two was my game. I played it constantly. I loved it. It's been forever since I have played it, so I'm probably not good at it. But I was playing Homeworld the other day, which should be up Monday, so tomorrow. And then it got me thinking about other real-time strategy games and stuff, and I did terrible at that. If you saw that video, absolutely terrible. I got myself slaughtered. And I was like, what can I do that I'll be good at? And then I was like, you know what? Battlefield Earth. I absolutely love that game. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Before we get in, though, I want to create a hero real quick because you always want a really good hero. Okay, new hero. We're gonna make a female hero. This is just kind of the classic thing I go with. Now, too bad I don't have the DLC for this. The DLC gave you a lot more options and crap. So I'll just quickly make it here. I don't want to spend too much time on this. There's not really that many options of stuff you can do. Yeah, see, there's like only two options for each thing. We'll just go with some craziness. And believe it or not, I spent tons of time making a hero when I had this game. There's like only a couple options you have to choose from, but I spent hours. Okay, not hours, but like I'm sure I've spent at least 20 minutes making a hero once before, which if you think about it, doesn't make sense at all, but that's the name I usually use. Armor. We want health, heal rate, and we want a lot of vision, a lot of heal rate. We always go up fully in heal rate. Power, we need some of that, but we also want a lot of health. Armor, not so much, but we still want it, of course. So let's just quickly go. I can't really remember what I used for this, but we want that because that allows you to heal your hero, which is, of course, very important. We want to be able to change to a sword instead of just using a bow because, once again, very, very important to be able to do that. Leadership, no. We'll have a cripple shot, and then these two will be the last ones. Then you just have to upgrade each skill to a point where you can get. Usually you want these bottom ones here fully upgraded all the way you can go, which the tornado is more important than actually the spear one because it does more damage. Okay, so that's our hero. We're gonna go with that. Main menu, solo. I don't even know if the multiplayer still works on here. It'd be interesting. Skirmish because it's quickest. Dead Sam. Okay, we are gonna be. A lot of people love the dwarves. I remember my best friend loved the dwarves, but personally I preferred the men just because they had the well-roundedness. They weren't quite as strong as some of the other people, but they had everything they needed. So there's our hero, and we're gonna actually be red because I prefer the color red. And we're not actually gonna fight an easy. We're gonna fight. Oh, I want to go with hard. Let's just go with hard. We'll just go all the way. We're gonna go with a slightly bigger map too. We don't want to go with a huge map, but we're going to go with actually the big ones, though they seem like they'd be huge, but they're huge maps, but you're actually still close to your enemies. So we'll go with this one. We'll put them down there and us up there, just kind of give a fair shot at it. And the reason I'm going with hard is because easier, you're more likely to lose right away with an easier enemy than it is with a higher enemy. Initial resources, we'll go ahead and give everyone a whole bunch, and we'll put it up to there for that. Okay. Looks like we're good. I love this game. It's been so long since I played it, but I absolutely love it. The screen too, it's odd. Like, you can't even go. There's only like 2 options for resolution on the screen size and stuff. Let's see. It looks like I'm stuck at recording at 30 frames per second too. Like, it's permanently locked at that. And you want to quickly build farms, and you always spend your money on your hero. Of course, this is my interpretation of what to do, but we're gonna beat these enemies. We're gonna beat them badly. You want the heal. Heal is what you need for this. Oh man, the memories are coming back now. I spent hours. I don't even know how many hours I spent on this game because it doesn't keep count because it's on disc. Because this was before there was even online stuff to download stuff for. But yeah, man, I love this one. The first one was amazing too, but you didn't have the ability to build anywhere you want, like in this one. So you were really stuck building where other people, where it was already told that you could build. There was like these little like symbols here. You had to build everything on those type of symbols. So we know the enemy is up this direction. So we're gonna send her out. Now, when you fought an easy enemy, they actually would send their people straight to you. They just make people and send them, which made it very difficult to defeat them early on because they just overwhelm you. You know, you're trying to build up an army, but they're just sending their people to attack you. Now, difficult, I've seen a brutal, not just the hard, but a brutal enemy get destroyed by an easy enemy. Because sometimes you play with multiple AIs and they fight each other as well. And that was because the brutal was just building up an army. It was amassing a force to be the fight, but the easy was just like, nope, we're going straight after you and destroying you, and they were able to do that, which is absolutely crazy. Cave trolls. Ah shit, no. You go up here. Don't want you getting killed by a cave troll. I forgot about those damn cave trolls. Damn cave trolls. Okay. We're gonna. No, we don't want to build that. We want to build an archery. My main force isn't actually regular soldiers when I play this game. I upgrade my archery place to the point where I can get rangers. And rangers are the best because they can, not only are they the best type of archer, but they can also hide in the woods. And when you get them upgraded to enough, not even regular soldiers can defeat them. It's epic. Oh man, it's like in the middle of the night right now.
Where are we building?
Okay, what else do I want? Ah, a tower. That's another thing. Actually, do I want... No, don't build it there. That's a little too close to the cave troll. But a tower is the best defense, especially when you put rangers in the tower. You can put any archer in the tower, of course, but rangers have an extended range over regular archers. And towers can be undefeatable when you do it right. Okay, we're just gonna upgrade these. Early on, when you're fighting a really difficult enemy, you don't always need to... Sorry, I'm shaking my table. You don't always need to build up a force right away. Now, eventually, you're gonna have to because they are gonna send people after you. Actually, you come down here and defeat that cave troll just so you can level up. It's good that they let your heroes level up. There was times where before I even met the enemy, my hero was almost fully leveled up, and you have to be on certain maps to be able to do that. But it's something you can do, and you need to be wary of it and work towards that. You also have to be careful where you build these things, because you can see the percentage. The higher percentage, the better, the more money it's going to make. The better it is at growing crops. Okay. And these towers, you can put 2 people in it. Now, if you guys have not played this game, I highly recommend... Ooh. Okay, the enemy's already out here. That is not good. Okay, I'm gonna let her sit here because I can heal her, and she should be good. But we already have enemy at our gates, which is not good at all. We'll make a thing of rangers. Now, the issue with the rangers is that they cost so much. Now, I have a trick around that. It's just going to take a little while to get around that. Okay. Yeah, and it's also good to upgrade your buildings, because when your buildings are fully upgraded, they have towers in them. Now you can't put somebody in this tower, but it shoots arrows. There's already somebody in it that can shoot from the tower. So it's very important that you pay attention to some of the stuff. Yeah, you destroyed that. Ah, Rangers. You guys come up here and go in that tower.
Who needs something built? Tools ready.
Okay, now this, is this the one I wanted? Allies near, reduces the cost of, yes. This is how you negate the cost of these people. Oh my goodness. Get up here. Sometimes they do this. Sometimes they come in a lot quicker than you expected, and it's not good. Okay, we'll build a second tier of towers there.
Put your fears aside. Forward.
You come up there. Luckily, a lot. Okay, we're actually good, so she can come down and kill this. Luckily, a lot of times they're fairly stupid AI, so they attack buildings and stuff like this. But like I was saying, if you guys have not played this game, what are you guys doing with your lives? No, you guys seriously look out and try to find it, because it is a fantastic game, truly fantastic. It's obviously not aged completely well, but it has aged a lot better than a lot of other real-time strategy games from this time period. We're gonna put these guys up here. Okay, now the nice thing about destroying troll places, spider pits, whatever they are, you get gold from it. Now you have to destroy it twice. You destroy it the first time, the troll can't come back, because they will respawn after a while. But you have to destroy it a second time, which is what I'm doing here, before you can fully destroy it. Oh no, it's the enemy, and they're, oh man, they stole my gold. Okay, you guys come down here. Now sometimes you will fight a hard enemy that does a mixture of what I was talking about. They not only amass their force, but they attack right away. Oh, and I didn't even choose who they were. That was an issue. I should not have chosen goblins. Goblins absolutely suck, especially when you have a hero, which is an elf hero. Elf heroes take a lot of damage from goblins, and sadly I chose an elf hero. We're still gonna be good, I think, but it's just it sucks a little bit. Okay, use your sword. Scouts, you come down and get in that tower. Okay, we're still gonna be good though. It doesn't look good, but my hero, as long as I keep an eye on where she is health-wise, will be good. Fire arrows. Yes, you can. Don't be a crybaby. Now, they did destroy my farm, which is a loss, but it's not an absolutely terrible loss. Could be far worse. Okay. Yeah, we'll get fire arrows soon. Now the reason I'm building so many of these statues, like I said, it decreases the amount of cost it takes to build people, which is absolutely awesome. Oh, cave troll. Where'd you come from?
Now is our time.
Is it one of their cave trolls? Yeah, it's one of theirs, because they can make cave trolls too.
Bring them down.
Okay, and they have spiders. Oh man, they're just gonna keep coming, aren't they? And that's a different difficulty, because I'm fighting a hard, not a brutal. Now brutal, it would be very difficult for me to actually defeat them in the end, but they do slow down. The higher ranking people you fight, the higher the ranking the person is you're fighting, the slower they are to attack you, which is nice. It gives you a little bit of a respite from them. We'll go ahead and build that.
Help, my courage fails me.
No, your courage is fine. Okay. Do that, and then that. I can the higher ranking you are, the longer your tornado lasts, the more powerful it becomes, and that's why you wanted to upgrade when you're making your hero, your tornadoes and stuff like that, is because they last longer, they're more epic. Okay, you run over here. This is actually dangerous now. I may lose her. Now the thing is, if I do lose her, she's not gone forever. She'll just be gone until I can get her. Now you might be saying things aren't looking that great right now, and you'd be right. It's not the best thing right now, but once I get my people fully equipped, things will be on the up and up. Now I'm taking these people out so I can give them fire arrows, which is a very good thing to have because obviously fire arrows are do more damage and stuff. Oh damn it! I probably should have done medium, not hard, trying to show off my skill with this game. Which, though I do have some skill, obviously, it's not the best. Okay, I needed some new farms, new ways to get stuff. And see, that's the issue. I've always been more of a stay here, build up, then go kill. And the issue with that is you can't expand out and you can't get enough farms to fully support yourself. So you have to be very, very aware of that fact. No, we're going to actually build another tower back there for those guys. Now the tower, doing towers like this, now it costs a lot, but it's worth it in the end because you have tiers. Now when the enemy comes to destroy this one, this tower can kill those enemies as well. The only time that doesn't work is when they get their trebuchets or giants that throw rocks, because they can stay out of the range completely, which is very annoying, but it's just something you have to know. And that's when having a very good hero is important, because if you have a good enough hero, they can go out and kill the anything that's going to be very dangerous to your men. Go in there. Let's build another one of these. I just need to keep making these because the more I have, once again, the cheaper it is. Where are these bastards? Okay, you can come out now. And I don't want the flag there, because wherever you put a flag, if you right click when you're clicked on a building or a tower, that's where, if you take somebody out of that building, where they will go. And you don't want to send them somewhere where they'll get too hurt. Now for a hero like I have, it's good to put them in between towers like this, because not only will any enemies that get up close to them die, but they themselves will be able to kill a lot more enemies from safety and gain a lot of rank. Now, this right here, you can change your people from defensive to passive aggressive to actually fighting passive aggressive. No, from defensive to aggressive to what is it? It's not passive. It's kind of their, like, they'll attack if they're attacked. Well, they'll move towards the enemy if they're actually attacked. Defensive, they will not move at all. They'll shoot back, but they will not move. Which can be good in some circumstances. Okay, we're gonna build one of these because this allows me to upgrade. Oh no, they've got the one ring. Damn it. See, the thing about having the one ring that is very nice is it allows you to get the ultimate hero. For them, I think it might be Sauron. They're not Mordor, so I'm not quite sure who their ultimate person is. For me, it would be Galadriel. So I think theirs would be Sauron, because all the heroes people, it would be Galadriel. Killed those bastards off. And we'll upgrade the towers too, so they're flame towers. Okay. Now you see they're now 420 to buy when they used to be 5. Now that's still a lot, but if I keep building these little towers, eventually they'll be cheaper. Now another thing is you want to upgrade your central place, which is something I totally forgot about. But it's something you need to spend some cash on, and also putting towers and stuff like that. Another thing that I haven't done, and I usually don't do because in the long run it's not worth it, is putting walls around your place. Walls are really, the only good thing about them is that they are a barrier, but not in a way that walls always are a barrier, but in just a way that it slows down your enemy, that they have to destroy it to get through. And they usually always do destroy it, which is one reason I don't really like them that much. They don't last very long. Okay, banners. And the good thing about this highest upgrade, once you get there, is you can see it opens up a broad area in the map. So the fog of war, seeing that I can't see past like this point, of where enemies are, it allows me to see that.
Gather round, friends of the
Okay.
West.
Man, I wish I hadn't chosen goblins to fight. Goblins are kind of the bane to elvish heroes, especially archers. They take so much more damage from the goblins than they do from anyone else, which I don't understand that completely, but I'm sure there's something that makes sense.
Stop building. They're attacking the encampment.
I mean, I guess it makes some lore sense because goblins fought elves and all that crap, but overall, it doesn't make too much sense. Another good thing to do is build more heroes, like because they have the classic heroes, the heroes that you're used to seeing from the Lord of the Rings trilogy, there. But I'm not going to do that right away.
We're done building over here.
The West will
Oh
not
man,
fall.
I love Lord of the Rings though. That like changed my life when I saw that movie, the movies, and then read the books. I read The Hobbit when I was like really little. Actually, my parents read it to me, and then I ended up reading it later on again. But Lord of the Rings, the trilogy itself, I did not read until I saw the movies, and then I went and read it because I was like, you know, this sounds familiar, and I was like, oh yeah, it's connected to The Hobbit. So there's books of this? Oh, okay. So I read it, loved it, changed my life. Then I've got this game, and this game, really, I was into games before this, but being homeschooled and stuff, we didn't have
Straight away.
a lot of game systems. Like a lot of people I know, they're like, oh, my first game system was what's the first Nintendo game system? I can't remember its name right now. Or this other game system and stuff like that. And I'm just like, yeah, my first game system was a PlayStation 2. And people are like, what? How is that possible? Like, I played games before that at my friend's house and stuff like that, but I personally didn't have a game system. Partially because I was homeschooled, but just mostly we just didn't buy it or anything like that. And I didn't really know much about gaming, so I wasn't really drawn to it too much. But this game, I went ahead and bought it when I think this wasn't my first game, but this was the first game that I really came and bought myself. But I bought it, and it's really what drew me into gaming, like full time and stuff, like just constant gaming, day after day. I skipped school to game. Yes, I was at home, so it wasn't really skipping school, but I totally like flopped out on my homework and stuff like that to play this game.
Bravery.
Which is why probably I remember this game more than I remember Homeworld. Or the controls and stuff. Now, the thing is, I didn't actually own Homeworld when I was a kid. I played it at my friend's house and I loved it and it was epic, but I actually didn't own it. So that's another reason why I don't know it as well as, say, this game. Now, these things are really important to get to. A lot of times, my strategy used to be, don't even get anything besides the health and maybe one or two others, but just save it up until I could get a direct route to the highest stuff. Now, that's okay for some stuff, but in the long run, it's not the best strategy. We got to hold them off! We don't just hold them off, we slaughter them like the little beasts they are, like the little bugs. Yay! And then send that way. Okay, we got some money, so we're gonna buy that. Yes, our resources do run low. Upgrade that. A lot of the buildings, I upgrade them before I even use them, which is kind of an odd way to do it, but if you understand the mechanics of the enemy, like what time they'll probably attack you, you can get away with doing that. And like I said, I spent so much time playing this game that it is not difficult for me to anticipate what the enemies are going to do. Now, they did attack a little bit earlier than I fully expected them to, but
We will need this.
that was just because I forgot that the hard still do come fairly early. It's just not as early as the easy come to fight you. Now, these are good to have because not only do they give you money, but I'm not sure, these ones you might be able to get the Dunedain, which are the rangers that would be Aragorn or his kin. So they're the Dunedain, and they're actually even better than these rangers because they're cheaper, and I think they're a little bit more stealthy or stronger or something like that. No, this one actually just gives me money. You have to find the inns that give you the Dunedain. I don't see any. Now, one strategy that I used to use a lot to to win these games and stuff is you can tell where other castles are meant to be, where starting points for other teams would be, which is like right here or up here, and I'd actually go and build my castles there just so, and then I just enclose myself around the enemy and take him over like that. Now I'm not going to do that because that takes forever, resource wise and just everything. It just takes forever to do. So I won't do that. But that is a good strategy if you are going in for the long haul, especially if you're fighting a brutal or hard enemy, because when you're fighting those type of enemies, defense is 100% the strategy, unless you do what the easy teams can do and just attack instantly and crush them. Now that sometimes ends the battle so quickly it just feels cheap because it's kind of getting around the game and stuff. They didn't realize that was really something that could easily be done, especially if you have a hero. There's several times where I made a hero, like, because I said I spent like 30 minutes building the heroes. I'd have the perfect designed hero, and I'd take that hero, and the second I get them, so from the beginning, I'd make the hero, and I'd send them, and they themselves, by themselves, would destroy the enemy's main place. And it was crazy how well that sometimes worked. I have to remember to destroy these guys so they don't fully destroy my people.